Hello everyone, this is Thoughtful Salt, and this is Demo Man, a series that looks at the indie games in Xbox Live Arcade. What are we looking at today? The Path of King Arthur. What are the controls? So what is this? This is a light strategy game. I know, right?
This is the simple story of King Uther. Uther was the strongest ruler in all the land. He had everything he could want. A nice crown, an awesome castle. But then something came along he did not have. Something that could drive a man to madness. A woman with a body. Lust filled his soul,
Wow.
and he was no longer content with the monotony of his regal lifestyle. So he set on a quest to seduce this woman. Not a noble quest,
But a quest nonetheless. Wow, this art style is supremely ghetto.
Welcome to the Path of King Arthur tutorial. I, Merlin, will be your guide. Follow my advice and live. Don't, and perish a fiery death of unimaginable pain. Agony so unbearable that even your enemies will turn away in horror. To advance to the next level, just...
Well, that voice actor is certainly eccentric. He has his moments, I can tell you that much. It's definitely a no-budget acting game, but it's certainly better than Derpa Duty, I can tell you that much in terms of voice acting.
Enemies will stand in your path.
It's actually entertaining.
You must eliminate all enemies before you can move to the next level. Or
Unfortunately,
if you prefer, you could just stand there and be stabbed repeatedly in the eye with whatever stabbery device that particular enemy is carrying on that particular day.
unfortunately, there are some audio glitches in that presentation of the voice acting, but yeah, there's audio glitches all over the place,
You
actually.
must build an army. Press the right button to
If
go
you're
to the
wearing
purchase
headphones,
screen
you can
and
hear
build
them.
Your army. Well, you might
They're
think you're
random distortions. So this is the meat of the game, right here. If you've played games like League of Legends and Dota, this is a single-player version of that. It's obviously a lower budget, but it's based on the same sort of concept. It does have a not very good art style. But, I don't know, the music's alright. The voice acting is hilarious. Presentation, while it may not be the absolute best, when you got a mechanic like this, where you're leading troops into the field, a single-player MOBA, so to speak, it's hard to begrudge a game for being that. This game has its own sense of charm. I'm gonna buy some more troops so I don't end up dying horribly here. It has its light strategic elements. I mean, obviously the combat itself is very basic. I mean, the enemy AI is non-existent, pretty much. It just runs straight towards whatever enemies it sees.
On your journey, you'll see troops waiting to join your army. Speak with these troops to have them join your cause. Once they have joined, they can be recruited from the store menu. A variety of troops is necessary for a healthy army. Think of an army like a sandwich. It's not just bread or meat, it's that and more.
Think of your army as a sandwich. It's not just bread and meat, it's something more. Very, very eccentric game. Now we're facing some ranged enemies, and the challenge in this game comes from funneling enemy troops into areas where your armies can deal with them. I gotta tell you right now, I'm actually liking this game. It has a strong enough central gameplay mechanic that it actually has a nice amount of depth. It's certainly not a perfect system, because I mean, it's very basic. You basically walk towards your enemies and your soldiers walk towards them. And they engage each other, and that's about it.
All of your army will perish before your eyes. It will truly be a bloody mess. But don't lose heart. You can recruit new troops mid-battle to replace their fallen brethren. Just don't tell the new troops what happened to the old ones.
This game is unique. And if you're looking for a unique gameplay experience with some light strategy elements, then it's very hard to hate this game. Now here's where the movement of your armies. Oh Jesus! Wow. Wow. That's oh my God. Well, even the enemy AI was stupid enough to walk into the fire, and I have one lone elf left. Oh my. I'm actually liking this game. It's presented in its own way as a nice central mechanic. It's actually kind of impressive in its own way. I mean, seeing armies clash is the appeal of the Rome Total War series, and these are animated armies, but they are armies nonetheless clashing on screen. Combat may be incredibly basic, but for $1, this is actually a really decent experience. And I could recommend this if you were looking for a light strategy game. Alright, I'm gonna introduce some of those strategy elements by making some of these enemies go around the long way so my troops can finish these guys off rather easily. It's good to have a decent amount of health right now. This has been a look at Path of King Arthur, available in Xbox Live Indie Arcade, and I would actually recommend this game. If you're looking for a light strategy game that's very basic, but has enough depth to be a decent experience, then this is probably a good game for you. This has been Thoughtful Salt, and I'll see you next time.